You ever hold a real Japanese sword? Not a replica, not a movie prop, but the real deal. It's something else. Heavier than you think, perfectly balanced. Like holding a piece of history, a piece of art, all in one. We're talking about Nihonto, the authentic Japanese sword. More than just a weapon, it's got a whole culture behind it, centuries old. We're diving deep into that world today. The craftsmanship, the tradition, the sheer dedication that goes into making a Nihonto. This ain't your average blacksmithing, folks. It's a spiritual thing. Almost a religion to the people who do it. Now, I've gotten my hands dirty on this show plenty of times. But let me tell you, these swordsmiths, they're in a league of their own. The skill, the patience, it's mind-blowing. They're not just making a blade, they're breathing life into it. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore the fascinating world of Japanese sword making. Get ready to see how history, art, and pure hard work come together in one incredible package. You can't talk about Japanese swords without talking about the samurai. These warriors were practically born with a blade in their hand. The sword was their most prized possession, a symbol of their honor, their power, their very soul. For a samurai, a sword wasn't just a tool for fighting, it was an extension of themselves, a reflection of their spirit. They believed that the soul of the samurai was literally forged into the blade. And when you see the care and dedication that went into making these swords, you start to understand why.
These swords were passed down through generations, treasured by families. Each nick and scratch on the blade told a story, a testament to the battles fought and won by the samurai who wielded it. The relationship between a samurai and his sword was sacred. It was a bond built on respect, loyalty, and the understanding that their fates were forever intertwined. It's a powerful thing to think about, the kind of connection that few warriors in history have ever known.
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Making a Japanese sword is no walk in the park. It's a long, grueling process that can take weeks, even months, to complete. And it all starts with fire. These swordsmiths, they heat up the steel until it's glowing red hot. Then the real work begins. They hammer it, fold it, hammer it again, over and over, hundreds, sometimes thousands of times. This process, it's what gives the Japanese sword its legendary strength and flexibility. Each fold removes impurities, tightens the grain of the steel, making it tougher than nails.
And it's not just brute force either. These guys are artists with the hammer. They're not just shaping metal, they're shaping destiny. Every swing is precise, controlled, guided by generations of knowledge passed down from master to apprentice. It's hot, sweaty work. But these swordsmiths, they wouldn't have it any other way. They're carrying on a tradition that's been around for centuries, and that's a responsibility they take very seriously.
Section 4. Beauty in the details, from grain to grip.
Now, a good sword ain't just about being tough. It's gotta look good too. And let me tell you, these Japanese swords, they are works of art. The way the light dances off the blade, the intricate designs on the hilt, it's enough to take your breath away.
One thing that really sets these swords apart is the heimin, the pattern on the edge of the blade. It's created by the way the steel is tempered, and no two heimins are exactly alike. It's like a fingerprint, unique to that sword.
Then you've got the handle, the tsuka. Often wrapped in stingray skin and silk cord, it's both beautiful and functional, providing a secure grip. And don't even get me started on the handguard, the tsuba. These things are like miniature sculptures, often decorated with intricate designs of animals, landscapes, or mythical creatures.
And you know what ties it all together? The Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi. It's all about finding beauty in imperfection, in the natural world. And you see that reflected in every aspect of the Japanese sword, from the subtle curves of the blade to the organic patterns in the steel. Section 5. Meditation in metal, finding peace in the forge.
Here's the thing about making a Japanese sword. It's not just about the physical work, it's a spiritual journey too. These swordsmiths, they approach their craft with a sense of reverence, a deep respect for the materials and the traditions they're upholding.
They say that the process of forging a sword is like a meditation. The rhythmic pounding of the hammer, the intense focus required, it clears the mind and allows for a deep sense of peace. You're not just shaping metal, you're shaping yourself.
And when that sword is finished, it's not just a weapon, it's a reflection of the swordsmith's spirit. All the sweat, the dedication, the focus, it's all poured into that blade. It's a powerful thing, and you can feel it when you hold one of these swords in your hand.
So next time you see a Japanese sword, don't just see a weapon. See the history, the artistry, the spirit that went into creating it. It's a reminder that even in the toughest, dirtiest jobs, there's beauty to be found. You just gotta know where to look.